I'm joined here with wide receiver JP Richardson. Thank you for carving out some time to sit down with me. Before we get into this weekend's game, I want to talk about the football history within your family. Your dad, Bucky Richardson, playing for A&M and then the Houston Oilers, your uncle with the Texas Tech program, and
hmm
then obviously your grandfather being with the Texas State football and then going to the Cowboys. What was it like growing up surrounded by guys that were just so knowledgeable about the game?
Yeah, for sure. I was born with a football in my hand. There's a little baby picture in my house where I'm probably just a couple months old and I have a little football. So I've definitely been around it for a really long time. Growing up, leaving Pee Wee games and right after going to A&M games with my dad and stuff, and just kind of getting to see what college football and football itself was all about. Just I remember being a little kid looking up to those college athletes and stuff and wanting to be in their shoes one day, and here I am. So it was definitely a blessing to be around football as much as I was, and it definitely plays a big role of why I'm here today.
And what are like some words of encouragement that you've gotten from them that have just stuck with you throughout your football journey?
I think just work hard. Hard work pays off. That's what my dad's always told me. Is nothing will ever be handed to me. Just got to go get it, and I've just kind of lived by that ever since.
And your good friend Chandler Morris, also your roommate, got injured during Iowa. Josh Hoover comes in, makes his first start. With your dad having that QB experience, was there any kind of words he gave you, like, hey, you can do this to help Josh settle in, or in those first couple of snaps?
For sure, just give him confidence. Make sure you're there for him, and step your game up because he's gonna need it. Not that he would need it because he's not a good player, but just because when you come in and you're kind of have cold feet and you've been on the bench for a while, and it just means a lot to kind of get in that guy's ear, Josh's ear. Tell him you got him, I got your back, and that's what we did. And he came out last week against BYU and had a great game. That was really cool to see, and he definitely didn't surprise us on the team because he shows up and does that every day. So just ready for K State.
What was the message within the team before y'all took the field Saturday?
Just play for each other. I think means a lot more whenever you can go out there and just literally play for the guy next to you and want to win for him, and not just because you're out there trying to get stats or anything like that. Like you're just out there playing football with your boys and just to have fun. I think we did a really good job of that, and we're looking to continue playing that way this week.
How important was this win? BYU's obviously their first season in the Big 12, coming in 4-1. How important was it to get that win and bounce back?
It was extremely important, I think, for our confidence and just to show that we can go out there and play a full game, all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. I think we all did a really good job on last Saturday, and BYU is a good team. I mean, they're 4-1. They beat Arkansas on the road. I mean, it's the SEC team on the road. It's hard to do. So it's not like we just went out there and played some piece of garbage team. I mean, we played a good team. So it was definitely a big confidence boost for us, and um, you know, forget about it though. Learn from what we had to learn from that game, and going into this week, should be good to go.
And talk about Josh's leadership in this team. I know y'all talked about this week that he had made a group chat with the tight ends, wide receivers, saying, hey, I'm here, come watch film. And then also during the game, he was encouraging not only the offense, but hyping up the defense. What was his messages like on the sidelines?
He's an unbelievable leader, unbelievable person. Um, every single day he comes in here with a great mentality. He's encouraging. He communicates very well with the receivers and with the other skill positions. He's just a guy that you want on your team, and it's just as simple as that. I'm just so excited to see, where he continues to go and continue how he continues to grow, and should have a really bright future.
Your first 100-yard game as a Horned Frog, 104 yards, one touchdown. How'd that feel?
Felt awesome. Get the first 100-yard game under my belt in college. Took me 3 years, so it definitely felt good. But wouldn't be possible without the offensive line just almost playing perfect really last Saturday. I'm not sure Hoover got touched, but except the first play of the game, so they did an unbelievable job allowing me to make plays down the field, and Hoover as well. Stepping up in the pocket and ripping one, just perfect right on my face, just making my job easy. So, definitely felt good though, but it was a great team effort.
What has the vibe kind of been like within practice this week? And do you think this past weekend's win has instilled a even bigger confidence within y'all?
Um, I would say to an extent, not too much. We're
Mm-hmm.
not too high on our horse.
Mm-hmm.
We're still 4-3. Got a lot of stuff to prove. But I think it definitely helped us to an extent. Just you know, go to show that we can go out there and play a full game, and and like I said earlier, in all three phases, go out and just perform. And I think that was really important for us as a team to see. And yeah, definitely got a little bit of confidence going into this week, and definitely a chip on our shoulder.
What have you seen out of K State secondary? Guys like Austin Moore in safety, Kobe Savage, who led in tackles versus Texas Tech.
Yeah, Kobe Savage is a really good player. I played against him a couple times now. He's a big body, like 210-pound guy. He feels the run really hard. They're a great team. They play hard. They're not going to really beat themselves, so we're going to have to create holes and make plays downfield, make contested catches because they're going to be right there. They got great leadership over there, and we know that we're going to have to show up and play. It's going to be a hostile environment,
Mm-hmm.
so ready for it. It's going to be fun.
And speaking of that environment, last year TC lost to them in the Big 12 championship.